Hello there, welcome back to Game Brigade. My name is Brian, you're watching Game Brigade. We just said that. And today we're going to be doing a conversation just talking about board games and kind of what's going on behind the scenes here at Game Brigade Studios. Before we get too far though, I want to say thank you to Into the AM who has sponsored me for the month of December. Thank you for supporting the channel and helping me make this a reality. So thank you so much. If you would like to check out one of these cool shirts for yourself, check out intotheam.com. There's a link down in the description. Use my code BOARDGAME for an additional 10% off site-wide, and you can find yourself some sweet graphic tees. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you for checking them out. So, what's going on? Well, for one, I haven't made a video in a while, and I apologize for that, but it's been the holidays, and I decided to take some time for myself, spend it with the family, and just enjoy the hobby that we're in, playing board games, playing games I didn't have to review, things that I just wanted to enjoy. But that, of course, means no videos and no content, and hopefully you guys are okay with that. I wanted to share some of the things I picked up and kind of explain one of the reasons why I didn't make a video yet regarding my 2022 top list or whatever. And that's because so many of my good games, the good games have all come in like near the end of the season, and I even have a bunch here that I haven't played yet that I just got. So I'm like, man, I don't even know if I can feel comfortable making a list knowing I still have a whole bunch of games yet to play. So I'm going to talk about all the games that I got so far this month of December. Some of these were Christmas gifts for myself, some of them from family, some of them from publishers, some of them from Kickstarters that were backed. So we're just going to talk about what those games are and why I bought them, and maybe you guys might be interested in doing the same. Tell me what you guys got and let me know what's going on. So for the first thing I ended up buying myself for Christmas is some Magic the Gathering Commander decks. I bought a few of these, and what I always do is I try to go and buy Dragon Shield boxes to pair with a deck. So I basically will look at the colors and be like, okay, what blends with blue, black, and red? Oh, we'll do this kind of purple. Or this guy is red and green. I probably did red. What did I do here? I did blood red. Yeah, I did red. And then so I just buy these shields, or these dragon shields, and then I'll list on the top which boxes I bought. That way, if I ever need to replace sleeves or I need to know what color something was, I'll know what type of sleeves I have. But the reason I buy these EDH decks is these are very fun when you have a casual night where people just want to play a game that's competitive, but not too cutthroat, not too competitive. Where we have a bunch of variations of decks we can play that are all stock. So these have not, I don't change these in any ways. I build them, I put them from the list or the deck, I sleeve them, I put them in the box. And I've got a whole selection that people can just kind of look through and be like, I'm going to play this deck today. And so I wanted to make sure I added some more collections. And the Brothers War specifically reuses older card frames, which I think is incredibly cool. I'm a nerd. I love seeing modern cards with old card frames. I thought it was so cool. So I had to make sure I got those. And then I picked up a few more that were kind of themes. I like on-theme decks like zombies or werewolves. Or vampires. I think that's super, super neat. The other thing I bought, and this is because my friend who I play Armada with, well, not very much, he really wanted to play this, and this is Star Wars Legion. I don't have the core set out right now. The core set's down there. It's just too much stuff, and this is much lighter and easier to take. So Star Wars Legion is a tabletop war game that I'm surprised that board gamers don't really talk about these tabletop games. I came from Star Wars X-Wing and Armada when I transitioned into board gaming, more traditional board gaming, and I'm always surprised how people don't really talk about these games because I think they're freaking cool and awesome. The only problem I have with them is they can tend to be lifestyle games where it can be your only game, which could be fine for some people, but for me running a channel, that might be a hindrance. So we'll see how this goes, but I am super stoked. I've been watching Play on Tabletop. They have an incredible tabletop wargaming channel, and enjoying some of their content, as well as Krabok. If you're interested, he has a great resource for anything Star Wars tabletop. So check that out. The next thing I want to talk about is we got Mind MGMT. Now, this was sent to me by the publisher, but this is a game I wanted so desperately. I looked for this, couldn't find it. They had a recent Kickstarter, and I thought about backing it. I didn't have the disposable income at the time to back it, but I talked to Jay, and I said, hey, Jay, I would love to review this game. If you ever get extra copies, I would love to have it. You know, fast forward 6 to 9 months. It's been a while, I feel like. And I got an email saying, hey, we do have a few extra review copies. Would you like to review the game? And I said, please, yes, and thank you. So my Nemechi showed up. I did go through and sleeve up some of the cards that are in here. And I will say, when I opened this game up, I was blown away by just the production value, just presented through the components. Now, I don't know if the non-deluxe version or what is different, but this was truly a great experience. And so if I want to share that. I want you to experience that for yourself. So if you ever do decide to buy this game, hopefully you enjoy it as much as I did opening the box and checking out the components. Really, really cool, truly cool game. This is a social deduction game, hidden movement, I believe. I don't know much about it other than that, obviously, because I hear a lot of people talking about this game, but they always talk about how much fun it is, but they don't really explain the game in terms of what makes it fun. So I've always been very intrigued and be like, I want to know why that game is so good comparatively to other hidden movement games and whatnot. So we'll see. That will be a review on the channel coming up. Next, Lazio Victorum by Chip Theory Games. This is one of my backed games. And I bought this because I wanted to just do more solo content on the channel, and I thought by the time this arrived, I would have done more solo content. Unfortunately, solo content hasn't done as well as I wanted to when I have done it, such as playthroughs and whatnot. So it maybe kind of scared me from continuing solo content, but I really feel like I should just keep trying, maybe do a few more playthroughs of solo stuff, because I do think there is an opportunity here to show my gaming style, how I play games, and my thought processes when I do play games, so you guys can have a better understanding of how I do things. So this is a solo game set in Italy in the Roman era, during the Roman Empire, and basically you're just moving through the game, battling enemies, and there's a campaign mode with a stadium seating thing, which is super cool inside this box. I wish I could explain more. Again, it's a game I haven't played other than just when I watched the videos on it over a year ago. But I've been super excited for it to finally show up, and it finally did. Super heavy, of course, Chip Theory. These things are not light. And I thought about, like, man, am I going to break my table one of these days, putting all this crazy stuff on it? The next thing that showed up was Zombicide, Undead or Alive. I backed this, whenever it was on Kickstarter. And this is one that was kind of an unknown for me in terms of what we want to do with it, because this was just prior to their announcement and launch of Zombicide, or Marvel Zombies, which I also backed. So my thought was like, shoot, do I need 2 Zombicides? I haven't played Zombicide since 2012. It's been quite a long time. And that's why the reason I backed this is I like the Western theme. I live in the West. I like the Western theme. And I thought it would be kind of fun to try it out. Plus the steampunk element. My wife loves steampunk, so I was like, oh, this is great. There's multiple elements here that are great for our family. But Marvel Zombies hits on a lot of other, IP cool things too. So this is still in shrink wrap. I haven't decided what I want to do with this yet. Another player in the player group does have the Undead or Alive as well. They backed the all-in. So I am kind of complimenting and keeping mine wrapped and sealed until we play his copy. And then that'll give me a better idea of what I want to do with this copy. If I want to play this and keep it for myself in our collection, or if I should move it on while it's still, in wrap and seal, and just keep Marvel Zombies. So that's my thought process with this Undead or Alive game. Okay, next is not a game, but we just received this. This is a game. This is a book that I backed, but this is from IV Studios. I believe one of their employees of IV Studios is a writer or maybe a graphic design artist. I mean, they're all graphic design artists, but they made this book called Amora, and I wanted to support their campaign and their efforts. This did have a struggle, I felt, to fund. which is such a shame because they put such beautiful care and effort into their products. Super excited. They actually gave me a soft cover book. This is the hardcover book. They gave me a soft cover book as well. I think the last update said it's a free book for anyone who got the hardcover book. So I was like, oh wow, that's awesome. And I bought this specifically again for my daughter. I buy way too much stuff for my daughter, when she's only 3, So, but in the future, I'm hoping that these are cool stories with strong girls that she can kind of have role models for. So that's why I wanted to buy this book. So thank you, Ivy Studios, for creating this, and I can't wait to share this with my family. So that's Amora. The next one is Spires and Hildegard. And this is another game that I picked up for the solo experience that I wanted to share with on the channel. And that's because I saw a gentleman, Side Games LLC, was playing this on his channel. And I said, man, that looks pretty good. I even left a comment saying, man, I kind of wish I got that game. And he's like, hey, you should check out the company's website and see if they have any more. So here I am. I've got my game and super excited to dive into this one, another solo game. Really, the reason I like this game, the story looks interesting. I kind of like the way, you choose your own adventure, but the art was so cool. In fact, I found the artist on Instagram and followed him because I just wanted to see what other kind of designs and art he made because I really, really like his aesthetic. Super cool. In fact, I wouldn't mind like this kind of aesthetic for a new Game Brigade logo. I think that'd be super cool. But yeah, that's Spires and Hildegard. Super excited for that one. Okay, next one. These are kind of some off-the-wall ones because I've never played these games and I don't know what to expect. I bought Exit, the game. This is Sinister Mansion. I bought another game, an Exit game, for a friend for just a gift. And I wanted to give him something. And I saw the Exit games and I thought, I've never played an Exit game myself, so why not buy one myself and see if they're any good? I asked a question on the one of the Board Game Revolution Facebook pages, and I basically asked, which one's better, Unlock or Exit? Pretty much 50-50. People are splitting the game. But people are saying, oh, Exit's great, but not very good because you have to destroy the game. Well, to be honest, it's $13. Like, if I get a cool experience, I don't mind that it's a one and done. It's just like a movie ticket. I experience the game, and then I'm fine just, recycling it away. So I'm okay with that. It sounds like these puzzles are pretty good. We'll check them out. But I've never done an escape room board game before. So this will be an adventure to see how they do. And maybe we'll do this on stream or on video. We'll see. Depends on what you guys want. Do you guys want to see this solo content? I got a lot of solo content. Do you guys want to see it? Because we have another one. This is Body on the Boardwalk. This is by Hunt a Killer. And Hunt a Killer actually reached out to me and said, hey, Brian, we kind of like your channel's aesthetic, and we wouldn't mind if you would check out one of our products. And I said, I've seen your ads on Instagram, so I would love to check it out and see if it's any good. So I picked up Body on the Boardwalk. It's a medium difficulty. Again, I haven't done any of these kind of unlock or solving ones other than Sherlock. I have done Sherlock, but that doesn't seem like an exit room, but we'll see. Maybe that's got some correlations. But yeah, so picked up this one. It sounds like it's going to be pretty cool. And I watch a friend of mine, Co-op for Two, Jesse. He does these exclusively on his channel, games like these, where he does, let me just throw it all over the place, where he does playthroughs of these. And I love watching his channel, and I pretend like I know what I'm doing. I try to offer advice. Usually it's completely off and not helpful at all. But I try to be supportive and be there. So yeah, I'm excited to try this one. So this is the only other game that was sent to me by a publisher other than Mind MGMT. And hopefully we'll do something with this that is exciting for you guys. And yeah, that's it. So what's the last two? So the next one is actually not my game, but I've been playing it a lot, and I wanted to get it. But yeah, so it's in my house right now, though. Star Wars: The Clone Wars. This is the Pandemic system. My friend bought this because I have a video that I'm coming out with soon that's in regards to retail games, and I wanted to potentially put this on the list. And I was like, I want to play it. I want to play it before I, I wanted to have a Pandemic game on the list, but I was like, ooh, that just came out. I'd rather have that on the list than Pandemic. But I want to play it first before I can put it on a list. And so he's like, well, I'll buy it and we can play it. So he bought it. Unfortunately, I haven't played with him, but I played with some other friends. And it's been okay. If you wanted a quick review, I would say it's a great game if you like Star Wars, Clone Wars, the TV show, because this is pretty much ripped from that show, like the art and the characters. It's all from Star Wars, the Clone Wars, the TV show. I mean, that is the logo for the TV show. I guess I could have done it here. But the game didn't seem as like engaging or hard as I thought it would have been. I remember Pandemic was always so hard, but also was very quarterbacky. And I didn't want to have any quarterbacking issues, even though we still did. It kind of sucked, and I kind of get on my friend's ass because he was like telling me what to do. I'm like, dude, just let me just play. I don't want you to see my cards. Let me just play. But I still enjoyed aspects. Like, this is a game that I would have in my collection, but I would only play it for introduction to new people to the hobby. So that's Star Wars, the Clone Wars. I'm also a huge Star Wars fan, and I love the Clone Wars TV show. It was really, really good. So that's that. In the last game, Hoplomachus Remastered from Chip Theory Games. Still in seal. I was going to, before filming tonight, I was actually going to open this up and kind of organize it. But I thought, you know what, I need to film. Instead of organizing, I really need to film. That's actually something that happens quite a bit on my channel. There'll be nights where I have an opportunity to film, but then I'll spend the whole evening organizing or unboxing something and putting things away, and I lose my opportunities to film. And it was going to happen tonight. And I said, no, you haven't filmed in 2 weeks. It's time to get back filming and put this on hold. This will always be there. So Hoplomachus Remastered is kind of similar to this Hoplomachus, kind of similar theming. But this is actually got some cooperative and competitive 2 to 4 player components as well. So this is a game that I actually, funny enough, this came in the same pledge as Victorum, but I forgot that I backed this. And my wife, when she said this, she goes, what? You got this massive game, you don't even remember backing it? And I'm like, well, I probably added it on in the pledge manager, and I didn't remember doing it. Because I was like, what the hell is this when this came out of the box? I honestly thought Burn Cycle was going to be in Hoplomachus Victorum, and so I was kind of confused when this one was in there. Because I know I've backed Burn Cycle, but I backed it in a PM. So I must have done that in the Unbreakable pledge, which is the next, the Too Many Bones one. Because I'm like, where is my Burn Cycle? Like, I feel like everyone's had that for over a year now, and I'm still waiting on it. So it's got to be in the Too Many Bones one instead. I thought it was in this one. It's probably in the other one. So that's it. These are all the games that I have recently brought home this month and kind of been playing around with. And some of the reasons why I haven't been making videos is I've been spending time with my family, and I've got too many things to keep up on. And now I'm going to be freaking painting miniatures. I don't know. Would you guys want to watch a painting? I'm not a good painter. I feel like I'm above bad. Above bad in terms of painting quality and whatnot. Maybe I'll bring King of Average over and have him paint with me. That would be freaking cool. That might be kind of fun. Yeah. So that's it. What'd you guys get for Christmas or whatever holiday you might be celebrating? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for checking out the channel. Again, check out the Into the AM link in the description if you want to check out and support the channel. Always, I appreciate you guys watching the show till the very end. Thank you, Wolfpack. I will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.